Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's reading. I had to come out today to do this reading. It is a gorgeous day here in New Hampshire. Just beautiful spring-like weather. I just feel really pumped up about this week's reading. This full moon, I think, is really going to set us up nicely for the eclipses that are coming in March. And it feels really important to get our energy in a good place, clear away the energetic clutter, both within our house, our homes, it feels like, as well as in our space, in our own personal energy. It feels so alive is all I can say as I was tapping in with all of your teams. And, my bell on my deck has been going off nonstop since I tapped in to pull the cards for this reading. I love the vitality of this, okay? And some of you know I've really been drawn to start tapping into the Sabian symbols. And perhaps I'll do a video at some point about what I've learned on that journey so far, which is still young in its progression. But there's something about those symbols that feels really important. So I chose for this week, with this full moon, to really tap into the energy of those symbols. So the full moon itself is in Virgo 3. Each degree of each zodiac symbol has a symbology to it, a Sabian symbol. So there are 360 symbols in all. Okay, it's very powerful. And so Virgo 3, where the full moon will be sitting, it will be exact on Monday, February 22nd at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. So it is important to listen to this message. The most potent time is going to be any time here on Saturday or Sunday or Monday prior to, as we're building up to the peak of that energy on Monday at 1:20 in the afternoon. Really taking advantage of it and really digging in deep on these messages to bring this sense of cleansing is what I'm getting, like clearing the decks. All right. So Virgo 3, the symbol for that is where the moon will be, 2 guardian angels bringing protection. And so that's your team. Plain and simple, that's your team. So that's in Virgo, and it's shining over at Pisces 3, okay? Pisces 3 is a petrified forest, an eternal record of a life lived long ago. This is deep soul stuff here. That moon is shining down to bring something forward from the deepest layers of your soul. Holy smokes, this is going to be a heck of a full moon. Can you just feel that? Like a petrified forest. It's like, to me, that's a deep treasure. That you have waited for many lifetimes to bring forward. And this full moon is supporting that. But the essence of the card reading this week is the action your team is supporting you to take. They're cheering you on, that Virgo energy, guardian angels, cheering you to take this action so that you can discover that hidden gem for yourself, that treasure within the deepest layers of your soul. I mean, petrified forest, that takes many, many lifetimes to grow a petrified forest. But it is organic in its nature, and it's through all the work that you have done in so many lifetimes, okay? So these are based on an action to take, plain and simple. So this card is from the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and I have not looked at these. So it is the massage card. Well, aren't you the lucky people? The card itself says, "Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments." Yes, you do. You do. The action to take for you to bring out that that deep hidden treasure is to spend time in contemplation, to spend time at a spot that you really love. Maybe it's by water, maybe it's out in nature. And it certainly could be appointments like massage. Reflexology is coming up. If you haven't had one of those, it's very interesting kind of a treatment. It's interesting. There's also things like, oh boy, it just escaped me. Pressure point type treatments that bring forth deep knowledge. I'll post the name of it. It's escaping me right now. I've had one myself, and it was really important in my development. Anything, energy treatments, but even just, it isn't necessarily that you have to pay money to another practitioner in order to bring something forward. Somato-emotional release, that's the name of that type of session. And I do know somebody who does it locally here in New Hampshire, if you're interested, or she's in Vermont actually. So you can go see a practitioner. There's a real benefit to doing body work and energy work with someone, because they can tap in and move that energy. There might be a sense of some stagnant energies available that are ready to go. And so things like massage literally can move those out, even if the practitioner is not aware that that's what they're doing. There's a reason this card is coming up for you, but that also, what I was saying before, is it can be getting out in nature, getting out and having a really long walk, getting by water, getting in a really hot bath with Epsom salts and a couple drops of a couple of your favorite different essential oils. It doesn't have to be a session with a practitioner, but there is a real sense where massage is concerned that it's moving the muscles in the body. It's moving energy through, and that's what's great about massage, is it really shifts our energy, and that's going to allow, just notice what you notice. If you take this advice of this action, notice what you notice that comes through then, in terms of your deep treasure, your petrified forest that's coming up. It's so beautiful and heart-based. I think about petrified forest and I think green automatically. I think mossy. And so it's, and you'll see in his hands, it's green right at the center there. It's very love-based. That's heart chakra land. And it just can be so, you'll just know when that gift comes forward, your deep treasure within. But that's the action that's being suggested for those that chose that card, is get that energy moving. Could be through a practitioner or through getting outside and getting moving, long walks, being in the forest and being by the water. Those are all coming up for me. So next up is the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Those who watch my videos know I love this deck. It's so rich. Interesting. We have the Matrix. Some people interpret this card negatively, and I never have. It's interesting. I don't have a negative or challenging view of the Matrix. Some people view that as being very constrictive. I always look at this card as the interconnectedness of all of us. And so what I'm getting for a message in terms of action is a couple of things. On a very personal level, it's realizing that all of the cells within this body, within your body, are interconnected, and that every single cell and atom in the body is all energy and it's all moving. It's very miraculous. And so recognizing that all of that is working and vibrating What can you do at a very personal level here to start to really bring more vitality to those cells? Could you increase your water intake, especially prior to the new moon? Like really ramp it up, maybe even double, depending on how much you normally take in. Could you double it? Because I get a sense with this card right here that it's cellular structure that's really wanting vitality, you know, and those cells then all are bumping around and up against each other, and they create that much more momentum that allows this petrified forest, this deep, deep hidden treasure, to come up more easily, because that needs energy to be boosted. Okay, the full moon is shining down. You got the guardian angels protection and support, and they're doing all they can to bring this forward. And then what can you do at a cellular level, you know, to really increase that energy, to bring it forward from within you, because that's where it lives. And the other piece is that recognizing more community based in this Aquarian age, where we're all kind of in this together, we all do have an impact on each other, is recognizing the people around you, people who perhaps you could partner with. Notice where your heart is leading you, what passion is wanting to come forward, and do you know people in your life that you could partner with on that aspect? Are there, and it doesn't, again, I don't want to attach to it necessarily being about work. It could be around an interest area. It could be just about developing a part of you emotionally, or, you know, maybe it's getting hooked up with a really good therapist. Maybe it's reaching out to a family member or friend that you have not talked to in a long time, that you just feel kind of incomplete without them, because those energies matter. Our energies together, when they're combined, not only in the cellular structure within, but also without too. It's also the people that we surround ourselves with, and that we're all, the energies are interrelated. So things like partnerships or linking up with people to spend a little time, you impact each other's energy field. So even just 10 minutes talking to somebody can change the whole course of your life. And that is not a joke. It's true, because your energy fields impact each other. They're very powerful, big orbs that you have at your disposal. Yours is, you're very powerful as an individual, but we all do create together. And we can choose who we create with, which is the gift. So that's what I'm getting for that card. It's kind of on both an individual and a collective level. Then the final card is from the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Oh boy. And this is the Empress. Archangel Gabriel is coming through here, the great communicator. The card itself says, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Holy smokes, people, what are you dreaming of? Because you need to get those ideas on paper. I get that immediately. It's the Virgo energy. It's very organized, but it's like you can't dream big enough. And I feel like I've been saying this a few weeks in a row, or for various videos I've been doing. I get this sense of like everything is available to you, and you are giving birth to an idea that is very unique and so needed. And this could be a project that you want to do to offer to be of service to humanity or certain segments of the population or your family or friends. I've said it before and it's coming up again. It could be hosting small gatherings with people that you care about, friends, family, and then eventually opening it up to other people, where you're just coming together and you're doing something enjoyable, whatever that is. For some people that's playing cards. Some people it could be a board game night. Some people, the coloring books, I am going to host one of these at my house for sure. A coloring book event where you do the adult coloring, and then you just talk about big dreams. Like, we don't talk enough about that because we wish it away. We say, oh, it takes too much work, and that's the Virgo guardian angels, shining their light down. In this petrified forest, the ideas coming up, and as soon as you say, oh, that's too much work, and oh, I'll never get that off the ground, and no, nobody would want to do that. No. When you do that, then that petrified forest, that hidden gem that you have worked so many lifetimes to procure, I want to say, this is like fine art here. You just like push it back down to the depths of your soul. And we don't want to do that with this energy. You cannot dream big enough, those who picked this card. So I'm really encouraging you to get in front of a computer or get some paper, very lined, like a journal, or it feels like notebook paper, and a sharp pencil or a pen that feels so good in your hand. It's very tactical. And write those ideas down. Get them on paper, because then that gets the energy moving. That's the action. It gets it going. And we're talking lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. These are ideas that nurture you while they nurture others. I don't know what those ideas for you are. I certainly know that I have some work to do on this front, and getting the ideas out of the thinking about it, getting them out before the mind takes over and says, oh, that's too much work, they'll never go for that. It pushes it down. Get them out first, okay? Get the ideas out. And then it's just going to get that energy shifting. And if you can do it before the peak of that full moon, the energy supports you. It's all related. I can't stress that enough. So let's get on this. Let's do this. These are all beautiful cards to bring forward something that is, of course, beneficial to you, but everyone around you too. And then we all benefit. That's what this age is about. All boats float to the top. There's no winners and losers. There's no right or wrong. We all end up benefiting. So I hope you enjoy this full moon. I can't wait to see what happens. And if you feel led to, contact me through private message or make a note as to what transpired for you after we get through this new moon, any awakenings or insights you received, okay? Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.